tutorial day, guys. So for today's video, I decided I wanted to do a video I've actually seen a lot of people do in the past, and I haven't seen that many recently, but I don't know, it's always a video that I've always wanted to film because I just thought it was a really cool concept. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my dream collaboration, my dream eyeshadow palette. So like if I were to have collaborated with a brand, any brand, I guess you can make up the brand that you would want me to have collaborated with. Let's say it was Colourpop or Anastasia or another fantastic brand like that. What kind of eyeshadow palette would I come out with? And that's what today's video is going to be. I'm going to be showing you guys my dream collaboration eyeshadow palette. So what I did for this video is I put together some of my favorite singles from different brands. I have some from Makeup Geek and also some from Colourpop. This would be like my idea of like the perfect eyeshadow palette. So if you guys are interested in this, I'm gonna jump into that in 1 second. But before we do that, if you guys are new, I'm Christina Brooke, and I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button whenever it comes up somewhere down here. And yeah, be part of the family so you can see me again. And don't forget to head over to my Instagram page at Christina Brooke Beauty and follow me over there as well. I love to update you guys on the stories of stuff that's currently happening. Let's get into it right now. Okay, so I have the palette sitting right here. So I'm using my Makeup Geek, what is it called? Z palette, which I think is phenomenal, by the way. I told you guys about that. But here is my dream palette. So it looked like this. I love this. This is a color story that I'm like obsessed with. I love having some warm tones, but also some cool tones. I like the combination of having like those burgundy kind of purple colors as well as greens because I like jumping between looks. And I hate being stuck to like one color story completely. So like if I'm working on a purple look, great, but like the next day maybe I want to do something green, so I want to have colors that kind of go with both purples and greens, but then you can also do like dramatic just smoky eyes using a little bit of gray, so you don't have to get like stuck to one look. So that's basically the idea I came up with when creating the colors that I wanted to put into this palette. And also just recently I just traveled, and what I did was I grabbed a few of these singles and I just put it in a quad. I carried 4 colors with me, a bright color, a deepening shade, and just 2 little accents, and I loved that quad. Used it all the time, and of course the colors from the quad is in here. I didn't need any other colors. Anyways, I wanted to add a few shimmery metallic colors that would complement some of these matte tones, but so that you can wear just like 2 or 3 colors, or you could just wear 2 colors. I just wanted to make this simple, but at the same time, you can definitely create some real dramatic smoky eyes, and at the same time, you can create an eye look like I have on right now. This is a look I have been literally doing like so often. I literally used almost these same colors when I was on my ski trip. All I did was put this color all over the crease and then just use this color to do a wing liner. Add a little bit of this color to the outer edge, and that's it. I created a really cute, very day look that still looks put together, but at the same time is not like in your face. So I just want to quickly go over some of the colors with you guys so you guys can kind of get this color story. So the first color that I have in here is this really, really pretty color from Colourpop, and it's called Snake Eyes. This tone is so cool. It has like a little bit of like a mauve shift to it, but it's a really pretty metallic. This color to me is like one of those colors that you can literally put it on top of any eye look and it just like totally makes your eye look gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this color. I've been using this for a really, really long time. This type of color looks great on top of purples. It looks great on top of mauves. It also looks really good with the black. It looks good with the browns. It's like one of those colors that you can use as an accent tone that really looks good on a lot of different looks. So I really, really love, love, love Snake Eyes. It's one of my favorite Colourpop singles that I have. So now this next color right here is actually called Belaire, and it's also from Colourpop. This right here is a more neutral, cool tone brown. I love having a cool tone brown in any type of eyeshadow palette because I feel like warm tones are very common. Like I just feel like I always have warm tones, and this brown here has a little bit of warmth to it, but it's still more on the cool side, and I really, really love it. It looks really, really good with some deepening shades. It also looks amazing with Snake Eyes. The next one that I put in here is called Cloud 9. Now Cloud 9 is a brown, but it also has a little bit of a purple undertone to it, so you guys will see in the swatch, but it has a little bit of more of like on the purple side to a brown. Like I don't really know how to describe it, but it does have a little bit more of a more purple hue brown. It's great for doing a wing liner. Literally, anytime that I like want to do a wing liner out of eyeshadow, I jump to this Colourpop shade because I literally love it that much. It's really, really beautiful and it works amazing. So really, if you guys look at the 3 tones right here, that would make a beautiful eye look. You can use this color right here as a deepening shade. You could put this one all over the lid and then accent it with this color. And that's like a really, really pretty, very go-to eye look that looks really, really nice. So the next color that I put in here, oh my god, I love this color so much. This is like one of my favorite Colourpop shadows. It's called Cute Alert. So the color looks just like this. So Cute Alert's a really, really pretty color. So it is more of like a burgundy tone. It's not like one of those colors when you start blending it out that it starts to look like purple or light purple, which sometimes that happens and it really frustrates me. I like this tone because it stays deep and it's really pretty for outer edge working. And then sometimes what I like to do, like to really like amp up everything, is I'll put it all over the lid with the next color that I'm going to show you guys to kind of do like a semi-sunset look, but it looks really pretty. So the next color is this one right here. So this one I love. It's called Lay Low. It's also from Colourpop. Oh, I love this shade. So it just looks like that. And you guys know, if you guys know my channel already, I would not be able to create any palette without having a color like this one. It's one of my favorite colors in eyeshadow palettes. I love the way it looks with greens. I love the way it looks with purples and browns. And I just think it's like one of those, it's like a neutral for me. I have it all over my lid right now. It's like a neutral for me. I love these tones. I think it's beautiful, and if I was making an eyeshadow palette, it would have to have that tone in it. So the next one that I jumped into is called 20 something. This right here is like a gold, but it has a little hint of bronze in it and almost can look a little peachy at the same time. And I love that because I feel like with the colors that I picked, this tone of gold would work really, really good. It's not like an in-your-face gold that it's like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing gold. It's more of a subtle gold that almost looks peach, and it matches all of these other colors really well as well. So that's why I really like that tone. It's almost like that perfect gold for me. It's like a gold peach. So the next one is also one that I would use kind of like all over the lid. This would be a base tone for me. So this one here is called Custard. I really love this color. It's from Anastasia. Now this is the coolest tone brown in here. So you could see the warmth of this one compared to this one. So this is like really giving me a real cool tone brown. And like I said, I really like to have a color like this one to lay down when I'm working with some of these tones. When I'm playing with very warm shadows, sometimes I like to mix and cool with them. I don't like to do only warm looks. Like, I don't know, it's just the way I like to play with shadow. That's a lot cooler and a lot lighter. It's just a tone that I really, really love. And then the next tone, this one I'm obsessed with. So this one is one of my favorites, called Koi, and this is from Colourpop, right? This is from Colourpop. This color is insanely good. It reminds me of Chickadee from Makeup Geek. It's almost similar, even though I think Chickadee might be a little bit more yellow. So it looks just like this. So it's more like an orange. If you guys can see, it's kind of like an orange tone, but it's yellow. It's like a yellow orange. And I love putting these type of colors with green. Oh my god, I love the way it looks with green. So if you kind of like smoke that color out and then you just do a green accent at the end and then just blend a little bit of that color, it just does like a pop to green. I love using it with green, so yeah, so I had to include green. So the next color that I put in was a green from Makeup Geek. I actually just got this one. It's called Enchanted Forest. I love the color of this one. It is just like, it's a really saturated green, and I really wanted a dark green in here. I didn't want it only to be a light green because I did include a light green as well, but I wanted a real deep, almost black green in here. So that's the color that I put in. It's a very, very deep green. I feel like a lot of brands, when they put green inside of palettes, they tend to go for a lighter green. I feel like green's a really hard color to produce. That has to be why a lot of brands don't have greens. But I feel like a deep, deep, vampy green is probably super hard to do. So that's probably why we don't see it that often, and I love it. So yeah, we had to have a really good dark green in there. So the next color that I picked was this one right here. Oh my god, I love this color too. So this is from Makeup Geek as well. It's called Cheetah Bear. Look at that color. Isn't that the prettiest color ever? So I really honestly love this color. It's like the perfect lighter brown, that this one's a lot more warm toned, so it looks awesome with a lot of the other colors that you have here. I love putting this one with one of the lighter toned browns and smoking this out on my outer edge. I love the way it looks. It gives a real richness to the look without being like too much. I love it. I think it's really pretty. So now going back to some of the greens, oh my god, this color from Makeup Geek is just insane. So this is Illuminati from Makeup Geek, and I love it so much. I had a color so similar to this one from Colourpop, but I had to use the Makeup Geek one because, oof, this color is so much better. And it doesn't have the dual chrome that the one that I had from Colourpop does, so I like this one. It's so beautiful, and oh my god, guys, this is like the color of colors, and I think it's so beautiful. And yeah, I would definitely have a color just like that one in a palette of mine. Next one is this one. So this is where we're going more of the lighter green. So this is like more typical green that you would see in a palette. Like I feel like everybody puts like this kind of green because they're like a lot lighter. But what I like about this one from Colourpop, it's called Team Captain, is it has more of a mossy look to it. It's not like that green that starts to turn like neon on you, which I can't stand it. When I see a palette that I'm like, yay, it has green. And then when I look at it, I'm like, that's neon green. Who's gonna wear neon green? So I really, really love this color so much. It's really pretty. It blends really nice, and you can use this one as an accent and then deepen it up with the color from Makeup Geek. That's that really, really deep green. So it looks just like this. I'll show you guys better pictures probably with daylight, but I really, really like this color. I think it's really pretty, and I like to use this one with the one that's a little bit more orangey, and then you can also use this one with the one that's a little bit more pink. I know, you guys are probably saying, what? But it looks so beautiful. The next one is this one right here. So this one right here is called Let Me Explain, and I like this color too. So this is a more shocking metallic white. So this is a shocking white. So this would be like one of those accent colors that you would put on your inner corner, but you can also use it in the middle of the lid. You can put it on your brow bone. I always feel like a cream or a white base metallic is kind of necessary inside of palettes sometimes, so I really like this one. So the next one is a gray, and I had to put gray in here, and it's from Makeup Geek, and it's called Clean Slate, because I always feel like palettes never have gray. And I like to work with gray. Gray is a great color to smoke out to make a real nice smoky black eye. I wanted a gray in here to really work on some of the smoking in here and be able to mix it with some of these other colors with maybe even the pink, kind of like how the Millennial Pinks was. And I wanted to have a gray because I just feel like gray is like that color that gets left out of palettes, and I like working with grays, but I usually have to work with them in singles because a lot of palettes don't have a gray. And then the last color is black. I mean, I need to have a black, you know? So I mean, like, I know that like this is a palette that would be like my palette, so I would have to have a black in here. I like to do sometimes wing liners with actual eyeshadows. Sometimes with wing shadows, I actually like to do with eyeshadow rather than using an actual eyeliner pencil or a liquid liner. And this is something that I've been getting really into lately just because I like the natural look that it has, and you can also blend it out so it's not like super in your face. So I really love having a black, and I also like to do a black smoky eye. So I just feel like black needs to be inside a palette that I would create. So in here is the black. So yeah, so it would be like this. So this would be my dream palette. So for me, I almost feel like this color story is similar to like the Subculture kind of color story. The only difference is Subculture to me was going a lot more blues, and I'm not a huge fan of blues. I'm more of a green type of girl. So I wanted to really do something with greens, and I wanted to add a little bit of fun to it. So this would be an eyeshadow palette that I could travel with everywhere and know that I would get a bunch of looks out of it. Like I wouldn't feel like every look I come out with is the same. I would come out with different looks. And that's definitely what I wanted to do when I was thinking of what my collaboration would look like. It would have to be something that you can walk away saying, I can create so many different looks with this eyeshadow palette that I don't need to go and buy like 15 different eyeshadow palettes. Because I always feel like if you're able to create a lot of looks out of one eyeshadow palette, it's more worth it than if you have one eyeshadow palette with like all the same colors, and at the end of the day, your eye look ends up looking the same. Because there's only so many shades of purple, and a purple eye is a purple eye, and you could do a purple eye a bunch of different ways, but we are creatures of habit. We end up doing the same type of look, and if you have an all purple palette, most of your looks are going to look very similar. I wanted something different that would literally give you so many different options. So this So that is definitely what I would love to do as a collaboration for an eyeshadow palette. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This was super fun. I mean, it would be so cool to actually do an eyeshadow palette collaboration because, oh my gosh, I love colors. I mean, if you guys haven't noticed already, I really love mixing colors and creating things because to me, it's just so fun. If I could sit in front of like 50 million colors, I would have so much fun creating palettes. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys liked my color selections here. You guys down below, let me know, did you guys like the colors that I picked? Did you guys like this eyeshadow palette, dream eyeshadow palette collaboration? So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. And if you guys like for me to play with colors and show you guys different palettes, I would like to do that. I can mix a bunch of shadows together and create some really cool eyeshadow palette ideas for you. Let me know if you guys want me to do that in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.